Hello and welcome to the first video on my channel. So I'm going to be going by the name of Pokerangs, and for my first video what I wanted to do was just show some of the cards that I have so far and just discuss a little bit about why it is that I've started this YouTube channel. So the purpose of this channel for me is basically to document my experience and journey when it comes to collecting Pokemon cards. Now I've only got about 15 or so at the moment. I have got some well, I say I've got 15 or so. I've got these 15, and then I also have a few tins that I've bought secondhand that I've not looked through yet. The plan with those is to open them in separate videos, so they are secondhand and they are just a like a bunch of cards. I'll quickly grab one, and they've come like this. So I do plan on opening those in other videos. Unfortunately, none of those cards are in sleeves or anything. I'm not entirely sure what the condition's going to be like. I didn't pay much for them, so we'll just have to see what happens. So I do want to talk about the first 15 or so that I've got here. Now, before I start turning these over or anything, I am really new to collecting Pokemon cards, and it would be really good if you do want to help me out. You can check out my Instagram. I'm not going to be posting on there all that much, I don't think, but I definitely want it as a way that you can private message me, so that if you see anything on these cards that you think that maybe a card isn't as good as what I thought it was, maybe it's better than I thought it was, maybe if there's something that stands out to you that tells you that one of these cards might not be authentic, because I have gotten these ones here secondhand. I'll turn these ones over first. So these are basically just my my McDonald's ones. So it just so happened to be a coincidence that as I wanted to start collecting Pokemon cards, McDonald's happened to do some cards. So I'll just go through these quickly. So first we have Ghastly, we have Onyx, Alolan Executor, Eevee, and we have Magmar. Now they're all hollow, but I do believe that all of the McDonald's cards are hollows, so I do really like them. I think I am going to sleeve them up. It would just be nice to have them in the collection. My girlfriend and I actually got 5 Happy Meals purely so that we could try and get as many of these as we could, and luckily we happened to get 5 different cards. So I'm just going to pop those to the side. Now these here have come from 2 different sellers, so they are all in like different sleeves and stuff, just because that's how they were sent to me. And the idea was that I want to, at the same time as getting new cards and getting cards that are up to date, I want to be able to get as many old cards as possible. So these all should be 1995 cards, but it's one of those things where I might think that they're genuine and that they are 1995 cards and that I got a real bargain on them, but you might be able to tell me differently. So yeah, if you do see anything, if anything does stand out to you in these videos and you want to help me out, then yeah, please do drop me a message on Instagram. I'll pop my Instagram like in the corner or something. So all right, we're gonna start off. Let's see. So I got Rattata. Now I'm filming this awkwardly, like my camera's actually upside down, so when I see the screen everything's upside down. So Zubat, I actually put those 2 at the beginning because they're the ones that I'm not the most fond of. Oddish. Now Oddish is a really cool card. I really like Oddish's artwork. The only thing with Oddish is that I'm not sure if this is just me being like with like a lack of knowledge, but the artwork itself looks really old in comparison to the card, like almost like the artwork is older. And I did notice there is this cute little frog here. Yeah, if anything stands out, and as I said, if you're able to let me know, then drop me a message and let me know if I'm just being silly. Okay, next up we have Abra, which is actually one of my favorite cards that I've got so far. We have Psyduck, and Psyduck is another one where the artwork looks older than the card itself, but I am really happy to have a Psyduck, so I do really hope that the card is genuine. Ekans. Now this card, for some reason, I think it's in this sleeve because this sleeve is a little bit stronger and this card isn't in great condition. And this is my Arbok. So as you can see, what I'll do is I'll bring it closer and I'll focus it up a little bit. Yeah, you can see like there's a bend in the corner. There's nicks all over the place. If I just take it out of the sleeve. I'm trying to be as careful with it as possible because I don't want to do any more damage to it. But yeah, I do really like the card, and I'm of course going to keep it and add it to my collection. You can see that there's like dirty spots around here, and the edges are just battered on this card. So this is probably a card that a kid actually had in their deck when they were actually playing the trading card game and everything, and battling each other, which I think is pretty cool. I do like the idea that I've got a card there that's actually been used for its purpose, kind of thing, and hasn't just been locked away in a case. And one of the things with me is that at the moment, condition of the cards isn't my highest priority. To be honest with you, I just want to get the cards. I'm not looking to get these PSA graded Gem Mint 10s or anything like that at the moment. I'm sure that's something I will be looking to get, but it's not something that I'm looking to get at the moment. If I do happen to get a card that's in really good condition, and if I do happen to send it off to PSA and it does get a Gem Mint 10, of course I'm going to be happy with it. Okay, so I've got Ponyta. I've got Sabrina's Ghastly. Got a Dark Persian, Blaine's Ponyta, Brock's Graveler, and Erica's Tangler. So those are the cards that I've got so far. As I say, I have got the tins as well that I am looking to open soon, but it's just a matter of I wanted to show these first because these are the ones that I've actually looked at. I've not actually looked at what those cards are yet. So yeah, a little bit of background on myself. So I did have Pokemon cards when I was younger. I've honestly got no idea whatever happened to them. I've moved house since I had Pokemon cards. I've probably moved house about 7 or 8 times. So they've probably gotten lost in the move somewhere, which is really gutting because I do remember that I did have some really nice cards, and I did used to look after them really well. They were in a binder, but I've just got no idea whatever happened to them. So yeah, unfortunately I've not got those anymore, so I'm looking to get back into it and that's why I want to get these new cards as well. Sorry, these old cards. So these should all be 1995 cards, and what I love about the fact that the first editions are 1995 is that's the year that I was born. So it's really interesting to look at these cards and be like, these cards are the same age as me, and then every single one is in better condition than what I am. Like, it doesn't make sense how people have looked after. Like, this Abra is literally, in my eyes, like, obviously I'm inexperienced when it comes to looking at them, but it's pretty much flawless. Like, it's almost flawless. There's just like a few tiny nicks around the edges, but for a card that's 25 years old, I don't think you can expect it to be perfect. Do you know what I mean? Of course, there are cards out there where people do have these Gem Mint 10s and they're 25 years old. It's incredible that people have been able to keep them in that condition. But what I'll do is I'll just give you a little bit of background about myself. So I'm from the UK, and as I said, I'm 25 years old, and I've loved Pokemon since I was a kid. I'm actually re-watching the TV show at the moment. I'm on season 1. And then what I've also been doing recently, I have been playing the Game Boy Advance games. So I've just started with Fire Red, and I have got Leaf Green on the way as well. I've never actually been able to complete the full Pokédex, which is something that I've wanted to do since I started playing the games when I was a kid. So I'm really hoping that I managed to complete the Pokédex. So that's the reason why I've got the Leaf Green on the way as well. I'll just show you it actually. So if I just focus this up for you. Alright, so I'm hoping that you can see that okay, but as you can see, so my name on here is Ranger. Money, I've got 41,692. I've not been spending much money, to be honest with you. I don't think I've ever had that much money in this game. My Pokédex is only 48. To be honest with you, that's quite bad. It should definitely be higher than that. The time that I've spent on the game is 22 hours and 17 minutes because I have a really bad habit of falling asleep when I'm playing this game late at night, and then waking up and my battery will be flashing red and I have to quickly save it. But yeah, I've got a really bad habit of leaving it on. I also like to play this while I'm actually watching the TV show as well. So yeah, I've got 4 badges at the moment, and I'm currently at Koga's gym which, if I remember right, it's the Psychic Gym. So I've only fought these first 2 people at the moment. But yeah, so they're the cards that I have so far. Knowledge-wise, when it comes to Pokemon, I'm really good with the original 151, if I'm honest with you. When it gets further than that, I'm a bit hazy. I'm pretty good up until like the games that were Emerald, Ruby, and Sapphire. Those games I actually played quite a bit, and I'm looking to get another copy of Emerald. I do have a copy of Sapphire somewhere, but with me having moved house so many times in the last few years from university and everything like that, like I've moved house 3 times in the last year, so I'm hoping that I can come across it somewhere. I know I have it somewhere, but that is Sapphire, so I do want to get Emerald as well. At least then I can have all 3 starters and look to try and complete that Pokédex. But after that, I'm a complete noob, basically. I'm actually looking forward to when I open those tins over there. I do know that there's going to be a lot of the newer Pokemon in there, so it's going to be interesting to hear me trying to pronounce those names, kind of thing. So the tin that I'm going to open next is probably going to be this one here. So it's got Blaziken and stuff on the side, and so this is the one that I'm probably going to open in my next video. But again, I'll just take a few out here. Oh, okay, so I'll just take a few out here. I say, yeah, Shieldon. I literally only know about Shieldon from when I had played Pokemon Go. Let's take a look here. Yep, Clauncher, never heard of it before. Clang, never heard of it before. Barboach, yeah, I'd known about that one. Ferroseed, Doublade, of course know about Metang. Shellos, Piplup, Honage, of course know about Wingull. Palpitoad, Swinub, Dodo, Natu, Helioptile, Voltorb, Basculin, Kingler, Skarmory, Hitmontop, Illumise, Slugma, Ferroseed, Lillipup, Goomy, Spheal. Oh, this one's upside down. I got a trainer, which is Iris. Oh, and then I have a Girafarig. I've caught this before in Pokemon Go and other games and everything, but I've just never had to actually say the name out loud. Oh, it's actually a reverse holo, but the condition is not good. You can see that the card is peeling away from itself, unfortunately. So, yeah, but that's just a brief look into what's going to be in that tin. So I think what's probably going to happen is I'm probably going to end up having those videos just turn into a video where I'm probably going to have to call them something like noob attempts to pronounce new Pokemon names. Like, it's just going to be a matter of me doing that. So I've already shown some of those ones, so that'll make the next video a little bit easier. I won't show those in the next one probably. But yeah, so as I said, if there's anything that stands out to you about these, they might be fake, or if I've actually got a really good bargain. So I actually paid about £15 for all of these cards. So if you want me to drop you like a picture of them or anything like that, then just drop me a message on Instagram. As I said, I'll be putting it along either the top or the bottom here. I'm not entirely sure until I actually edit the video. But yeah, so I'm really excited to be collecting the cards, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens with it. Like, I've got some Sun and Moon packs on the way. They're like little tag team packs. You only get like 3 cards in each pack, but I think I've got 20 packs on the way of those. So I've got about 60 cards coming. So it's going to be interesting to see how I react, because the reaction is going to be genuine. I'm going to be, if I'm not excited about it, I'm not going to hype it up to act like I'm excited. I'm not like that. So yeah, I'm just really excited, and I'm looking forward to being able to, let's say for example, I could be collecting these for the next 20 years of my life. It'd be really nice in 20 years to be able to look back at what cards I got first. I know that when I actually opened the envelopes that these came in, because these came from 2 different sellers. So the like Erica's Tangela, Brock's Graveler, Blaine's Ponyta, Dark Persian, and Sabrina's Ghastly came by one person, and then the rest came by the other. and I actually know that the first card that I saw was Sabrina's Ghastly. So I would consider Sabrina's Ghastly to be my first card, and it's great because I love Ghastly. But yeah, so that's it from me. Probably upload a video maybe like once a week, maybe a little bit more often. I'm not planning on doing any specific kind of schedule or anything, but if you do want to see more, then you can subscribe. It'll probably be funny to see me trying to pronounce those names of those newer Pokemon. But yeah, thanks for watching, I do appreciate it, and yeah, peace.